Hello, this is Howard Perry. Glad to be here. Wish you a happy New Year's. It's kind of late, but the reason it's late is because, believe it or not, I got tested positive for the Cov-19 on January the 2nd. So it's tough. It was mentally devastating to a certain extent, but I have great faith in God the Father and have great faith in my mind. So, this is day 15, and all of my symptoms are gone, and I feel better. So God bless everybody that sent me blessings. And what I want to do to make sure, too, is to let people that's having this, because what I can share with you that nobody else can share with you, is that once you have the tested positive for the COVID, they don't really know what to do with you. You're just, you need to be quarantined for 20 days. They don't have any kind of medicine or nothing to give you because the vaccine is really preventative. It's not a cure. It's a prevention. So for those, 10 to 20 days, you're just out there by yourself. I survived, and, God blessed me, and I had a little discussion with God because I love him much. Well, I said, God, man, my arms are too short to box with you, man. I know there's a play by that name. But what it was is that, I felt I did so much, and there was still more mountains to climb, and which there always will be. And I asked him to help me because he's helped me through my whole life. So I want to go through that whole soapbox. But I also, my coach, I got a sales coach. His name is Eric Lawford. I talk to him every morning from 7:45 a.m. to 8 o'clock. And he does it faithfully, and he's inspired me to do my podcast, because my podcast, and I went a little bit too aggressiveness, I guess, is the concept is helping women to buy their homes with minimal hassle and with full knowledge. And how this came about is that I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, and my mom is from the Virgin Islands, Josephine. And she sent me from Brooklyn when I was about 7 years old to live with my grandmother in the Virgin Islands. And the reality is she did it because she thought I needed discipline, which I really, really, really did. So long story short, it took me a little while to create a bond with it. It took me a little while to create a bond with my grandmother. But once I did, that was my queen. So she had, historically, what she had did, she had bought properties, her and my grandfather, back in the 40s, 50s, and early 60s. And their intention was to create a legacy for our family with real estate. But my grandfather passed away a lot earlier than she expected. And she had one of the young men she helped raise to be her right-hand man with her affairs. And unfortunately, she was not real estate literate. She was very smart, but, when it comes to real estate, you come with lawyers, sometimes it can get kind of tricky. So I was like 13, and I heard, in the back room, discussions, and I saw the lawyers come in and people I'd never seen before. And I, being 13 and having my New York instincts, I was like, something ain't right here. And then to find out that this young man that she had raised and that she had put all trust in, her trust was misplaced. And he ended up stealing all her land, selling her land. And it was just a disaster. I mean, you can actually look it up on Google. There's a court case. We'll talk about that later. So anyway, that encouraged me to want to help, especially women, when they buy their real estate, to make sure it's smooth, you don't get ripped off, it's hassle-free. And I have a proven system to help you through that process. And we'll talk about that, as we go forward. I've been a realtor for 20 years. I've been through up markets, down markets. But my whole thing is not about me. It's about how can I help you. That's my whole thing. One of my jobs before I started real estate was working with Xerox and Xerox is predicated on customer care. What can we do to understand the client and understand, once we get your needs, then we know how to best serve you, and how to, so, so it's a blessing. So just want to share that with you today. Just want to say, again, going back to the COVID thing, if you know somebody that has the tested positive for the COVID, please share that with them, because you have to be strong. So what I did, just a little bit of insight, and I'll let you go after this, is that I prayed to God, and I said, God, we've been through a lot, but please give me the strength. I asked him. See, you have to be specific when you ask God for stuff. Ask him for the strength to persevere through this illness, because I know once you get it, it's a process. It's not a one-day thing. And then also, again, ask my mind. What can you do to help fight this invader? And I would say, God bless. After like the 10th day, I started feeling better. But I think, to me, part of the solution is you being an advocate for yourself. Understand when you talk to the doctors what they're talking about, and just make sure you believe that you can survive it. And I love you, and I'll talk to you the next time. And God bless.